Hey there, teacher friend. I'm excited to give you this piece of information today because I know what it's like to have one foot in one place and one foot in the other because you are growing, you are changing, you are transitioning. And in today's podcast, I'm going to share 3 really great tips for those of you who've already started your micro school and you are wanting to grow and scale it, but you're also like in the trenches of still teaching right now. So I've actually had a lot of people on our podcast Facebook group, the Teacher Let Your Light Shine Micro School Community, asking, hey, how do I start marketing for my students while I'm still going on with my teaching this year? That's a really great question. I'm going to address that today and give you some tips. And then I also have some teachers who are like, hey, listen, I'm still teaching right now. I'm not ready to launch my school until summer or fall. So how do I, really get my students situated or locked in for the upcoming year while I'm still teaching right now? So I'm going to give you some 3 really good tips here, and I hope that you can start implementing them immediately. So let's get into it.
Welcome, teacher, to the Let Your Light Shine podcast. If you're searching for the freedom and permission to design the life you love as a teacher, you're in the right place. I'm on a mission to help teachers just like you build their own dream school or homeschooling business. In this present day, the world needs you, teacher friend, to step out in faith and give students an education they love and so deserve. In this podcast, I will teach you how to start a fulfilling and profitable homeschooling business that lights you up. I'm Mackenzie Oliver, former elementary teacher and instructional coach, gone homeschool teacher and business builder. I'm here to empower you to step outside the classroom and choose the experiences, the curriculum, and all the moments that put a smile on your face and your students. Does it seem like a dream? Well, it did to me, until God opened the doors and made it reality. Together, we are breaking through fears and moving the crowd. So get out your notebook, sharpen your pencil. It's time to get your teach on.
Okay, and shout out to all of our amazing Facebook friends and teachers and parents who are in there just giving so much love, encouragement, and ideas. My goodness, there are people who literally spend a lot of time in our Facebook group, asking questions, giving support, emotional support, marketing support, just really great ideas. And so we are just forever grateful for you. And we're also grateful for the people who are new in our group and are asking really great questions. And also, don't ever be afraid to ask a question. Even if you are new, just go in there and post anonymously if you feel weird about asking something. But overall, there is nothing but positivity that happens in our group, and I'm so happy that you are there and learning how to build, grow, scale your teaching business the way that you want to teach. I'm so happy for you. Now, let's talk about what it's like whenever you are building your business, you are teaching, and you want to grow and scale it, but you're thinking, okay, I've got my students right now. I'm not ready to have any more students until summer, during summer camp or tutoring, or at the start of fall. So what do I do right now? I'm teaching, how do I market for my new students? Or maybe you are a teacher or a parent and you're not ready to launch yet. You're just gathering all your materials and your resources and you're ready to launch your school in the summer or the fall. So my greatest advice to each of these groups of people is to, number 1, first and foremost, create an interest survey. I've actually never spoken about this before, but I use this myself, and I was so pleasantly surprised by one of my coaching clients who was giving an interest inventory. So I'm so proud of that person because she came up with that on her own. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such a good strategy. How did you know to do that? I haven't told anybody that. And she's like, well, and actually this coaching client, I would also want to remind you of this. You can do this before, during, or after, but this coaching client who has not started her school yet, she is a teacher right now. She's not even resigned, but she's gathering all of her data to make sure that this is a viable option for her. And if it's this year or the next year, we're still working together, coaching her through the process. But she got into a mom's group and she said, hey, I'm thinking of, and she read it to me. I'm like, girl, that was beautiful. I am just amazed by you and your wording and the way that you said it and the way that you explained in detail. And she had over 100 comments within less than a week of people who were just chomping at the bit to figure out, what are you doing? What are you going to want to bring to our area? This is what I would like. Are you going to do full-time? Are you going to do part-time? How do I contact you? How do I sign up? It was just so neat, and it gave her so much excitement. So with that being said, I actually gave you 2 in 1, but let's go back to number 1. Open your mouth, my friends, and tell people what you are doing. Why? Because people are distracted, friends. They need to be reminded at least 21 to 28 times before they ever take action. So right now, get into the groups, start posting on Facebook, start asking the questions that you need to with the people around you so that you can get the fire going through the air, and it will take flight. Your words have power. They will take flight. So get into those groups, start asking the questions. I'm thinking of doing this. I'm offering this. Start doing it now, because it's a disservice if you continue to hold on to the idea without verbalizing it. So that's number 1. Number 2 comes after that, or before it, during, after, it doesn't matter. Create your interest survey. So if you have a micro school right now, you could be getting into Facebook groups saying, I'm growing, I've currently got a wait list, or I'm starting a wait list. We're opening the doors here. I'm starting this summer camp. Start advertising just like that. Collecting email addresses, collecting people's names and phone numbers on a follow-up list. Start making connections right now, and then shoot people an interest survey. So if you are new to this, your interest survey could look very different than someone who's already had a micro school. But your interest survey could be about the time, the place, part-time, full-time, what type of curriculum. You could be asking anything that you are wondering about how to start your school. Put it either in a Google form, or you can email it, or, have a Google Doc and just share it with people. And anybody who inquires, say, hey, listen, I appreciate your interest. I want to make this the best viable service possible for your child and your family. If you don't mind, it would pay me back dividends and yourself if you could take 5 minutes and just, the best you can, give me some answers to these questions. People will do it for you because they know that you're going to be offering a service that they could potentially use, and thank them for it. So that's 1. And if you already have your school, then definitely send out an interest inventory that way to different moms groups or people who are asking. But send an interest survey to the families that you serve now, asking, are they coming back next year? Do they want full-time or part-time? Are there any changes that they would embrace or look forward to seeing in your school? Do they have siblings that are coming? Is there an age group that they'd like to see you expand? So just start asking them questions to see their interest, because from there, you're going to go into, so I basically gave you 2 already. Step 1 is open your mouth, start telling people. Step 2 is create an interest survey. And then step 3 is to collect that information from your interest survey and, start tweaking your business bundle, or start creating your business bundle. You can find that at www.teachersletyourlightshine.com/shop. Those are the 7 pieces of viable documents that you need in order to get started with your business. That's the enrollment form, the introductory packet, the welcome letter, the handbook, the contract. And within the handbook and contract, that's 19 pages of information that I give you my handbook and contract. You can edit, you can delete, you can revise it however you want to, but it is there. We also have the enrollment form that you can also make into a Google form. We've got our parent partnership letter. So based on your interest survey, you can go, okay, I'm going to give this group of people who are interested my introductory packet. But then this group of people, since they're wanting more of a hybrid approach or a part-time approach, I'm going to give them my parent partnership letter. Or you could say I'm going to give everybody my parent partnership letter first, and then as they inquire more, I'm going to give them my, introductory packet. You've got your brochure, you've got your flyer, and the reason why it's very important that you do the interest survey before your business bundle pieces is because, or while you're working on your business bundle, is because you're going to use what those people are telling you as part of your marketing. Whatever words they're using, whatever fears, whatever worries, you're going to take that information and you're going to turn their pain or their problems into solutions, and you're going to market based on their pain or their pain points or their problem. So let's say this. Let me give you an example. A parent says, I really love homeschooling, but I would love for my child to come to you 3 or 4 days a week because I really want my child to gain more experience or a greater foundation in reading and writing. Okay, great. Now you know that parent also wants a flexible approach. So you would use those words and say, homeschool parents, are you looking for a flexible approach? You still want to keep your flexibility and your time freedom, yet you want your child to be in a loving, supportive environment where his or her needs for reading and writing are well established and he or she is founded in literacy skills. Lighthouse Learning can help your child work in a hybrid setting with certified teachers that are able to assist your child in reading, writing, book clubs, spelling, and much more. Okay, that would just be an example. I totally just went off the cuff with that one. Maybe these families are dissatisfied with public school. Families, is your child struggling in public school? Are they this child that is coming home stressed, quiet, agitated, or overwhelmed? At Lighthouse Learning, we embrace every child in his or her learning. We want to make sure that each child feels a joy for learning and feels empowered to make the decisions to learn and grow in a way that feels safe, healthy, and advantageous for their future. So what I've done is I've looked at my parents, I've looked at students, and I've realized their pain points, and I'm going to create a solution and market in that way. I have so many more examples that I could give you that I work through as I work through with my coaching clients and create solutions for them so that you can market through your business bundle and all of those pieces and through your social media and launching events. Let's recap. Number 1, get the word out. Social media, emails, friends, family, you name it, text messages, phone calls, get the word out. Step 2, create an interest survey. Step 3, use the results from your interest survey and through social media and all the information they're gaining from other people because you've been telling people to either revise your business bundle or create your business bundle. And then, step 4, take all of those pieces of what I just had told you about their problems and their pain points and use them as a solution, and you can begin marketing through your word of mouth, email marketing, social media, website, all of the amazing events that you can go to. All right, everybody, I hope that blesses you today. Make sure you join our Facebook group, Teacher Let Your Light Shine Micro School Community, and check out all of our resources at www.teachersletyourlightshine.com.
Hey, teacher friend. Thanks so much for listening to today's show. I pray it inspired you, touched you, or challenged you in some way, because we are making big shifts and using our teaching gifts for God's glory like never before. I'm so grateful for you. The number one way you can support this show is to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts and also share this with another teacher. Come join me in the Virtual Teachers Lounge, known as the Teacher Let Your Light Shine Facebook group. Until next time, keep shining your teacher light. The world needs you.